VCT EMEA is back, my friends, and we got the new team Vitality playing against GIANTX, Purple on Yoru, and derke on Yoru as well. Will he do it again, my friends? I hope so.
And already a lot of presence towards this A site. In fact, derke's gone in with the spike, I believe, going for the plant now after that pick.
I wasn't expecting changes on Vitality, but they did it.
For more control, though, up to
I have no idea if this guy is good or not, man.
Down and the trains go GX's way.
Probably is, right? The guy must have been insane.
Good opportunity for them to get back into this one.
Rex was good.
Throw now. CyvOph doing well to find one back and give them that extra advantage. Even still, though, Cloud lurking in from behind. He's been spotted, though. That's all the information that they need. He was going to go running into the smoke, wanted to try and take that fight versus Cloud. But now in the post, it's going to become
Cloud is so good, man.
to clear that remaining player of derke, already wrapping all the way background into position for exactly where the plant
didn't
is
get
in.
half.
And in fact, he's managed to bait the steps enough for him to let go of that defusal, knowing that Cloud is not going to be on it, waiting for at the time.
Iceman, derke.
It's just going to be the ego.
The one is who can clutch, bro.
Late into the round. With these weaknesses, you
Man, they got a stack here on B.
use the numbers, and we
It's a
didn't
5v4
see it at the
already?
start. It was map control, look for orbs, and see what happens.
This
Well,
is
Purple
crazy,
got
bro.
his orb
He's
on
watching,
A,
he's watching.
Rotated around to the B
Good
side,
flash.
ready for the fight. The flash, good, and he's down and out of the round for now. But he has teammates, and this is where the numbers come into it. Swinging in with weaker weapons, but over.
Oh, yo,
with
for
the
pot.
numbers, it's down to the new gun, and he's gonna find it.
Oh,
Keeping
that's
Vitality
a good way to
straight
start
narrow, but it has to be a
your career on Vitality, man.
for CyvOph to put.
Damn, bro.
That's not a bad start. It's not a
That's amazing, man. That's amazing. Not even smile.
smile if you're anyone else as a Vitality.
Guys, cold.
Looking, going, ooh, okay, that was a little bit dicey, but for CyvOph, these are the sort of confidence-building rounds, like getting your team a
That was good, man. That was good.
pretty well needed.
Well, it seems I was very wrong about that. Like you said, though, great start for CyvOph. You're coming in.
Oh, look at that TP.
You know, you want to have impact, and well, you certainly did. That blind catches.
Look at this guy playing, bro.
I don't think that even called West Side.
What?
You can see.
That's insane, man.
It's a remarkable fight. We saw the same.
I love a derke,
this
bro.
round, but doing it here.
Yo, he was so good on Masters
like
Bangkok,
this
bro.
with a rifle as
So
well.
good.
It's audacious, but it's worked out in Purple. Well, he's taking a leaf out of his book, trying to retake a main. It's been slow since
Okay,
then.
Tomás is here alone, man.
Favor. It all depends on how
He's in
Tomás
big trouble.
holds this B site.
Time is low.
He's isolated, but 12 seconds left. Caught with the paranoia. Bought himself a little bit of time. TP's backside as well, but they've caught him. Safe's
Free
looking
fountain.
the right way in heavy traffic, and that gets a plant for Vitality.
CyvOph, knowing that staying alive is far more important, and when you got a player
Good
like
shit,
derke,
man.
you
Good
don't
shit.
need to be getting aggressive.
Yeah, this
He'll do
is
that
the
job
save already. Okay, this is the
of the
save.
remaining two. If there's any way to get out of this, though. Maybe a stun, hoping to come through, but no, it's just a raw fight. And
The
while
way that
you
Les
give that
moves,
to
man.
Any player on Vitality,
It's
there's a
so
chance
good.
they win it.
Running
Good
ahead of the
stun.
aftershock.
No
It's a
chance for them here.
dangerous game. Kicks,
4v2.
punishes runner, and now the A site is overtaken, and it looks like the round is locked in. Beautiful
This
shot
is a
from Les
fucking
to close
super
it
thing,
out.
bro.
Will come in, obviously, with the Armageddon completely overrunning that A site. It's the heaven hold for GX. It's Cloud
What?
and West Side. Well, Cloud has just gone down.
West Side!
But West Side! here
Oh
to
my
save
God!
the day. It's one man.
Saving the round, man.
Side. This was looking like a stacked
Yo, that was
scenario
clean. That was clean. They
Vitality
need that,
favor,
man.
but This has quickly spiraled out of control.
10 seconds left.
A chance,
Oh.
potentially.
No, there's no way. There's no way.
Stick this plant through, otherwise there won't be enough time. And well, it now just comes down to the last couple of kills, trying to bait someone into a fight. Definitely crispy with the aim,
Yo,
but
that was a
not
nice
knowing
shot.
where the runner will be. He's made it costly. He's made it.
Yeah, man.
interesting, But ultimately, GX.
The money on GX is shit.
I know why they're calling them ZywOph. The kid's got skill.
Oh, is
That
that?
was the thing.
Is he French?
The pronunciation of his
I think
name
so, right?
There's a lot of debate.
To King Rob Mulligan.
King Rob, shout out.
And
Long
yeah.
may he
Yo,
reign.
can you imagine Zayu
saying that
playing Valorant?
CyvOph,
And I mean Kendrick, right?
CyvOph. Right, we haven't seen a lot of success from him so far.
Okay. A split for Vitality.
Maybe not in this round either with the early tag up, but
That's really nice.
also on the wrong side of the map.
No, they have no idea about this. They have no idea.
Cloud forced out onto the Raptors. If he goes walking back, he's not
What?
gonna like what
They're
he finds
going
there.
to
But
B?
though, they give up that control.
What?
Less behind, or at least staggered somewhat with 12 seconds left.
What?
Heaven. And GX have not moved. They've kept the 3-man stack on this side of the map.
It's gonna work? It's gonna work? No, there's not. There's time!
And they do.
They got it.
Yo, what the fuck was that? This shit is crazy.
A second left on the
Oh
clock.
my
That is a
god.
narrow margin.
And they gotta save this, man.
That's outrageous.
Player on site, the whole team was there. So they're
Man,
thinking,
but the reason they won,
So
it's because
Oh.
that, like, if
derke did that, man.
if you're
This guy, bro.
F4
One of the goats, man. One of the greatest.
we might have a tech pause.
you have to bear in mind as well the difference. The question is, how much can Westside do? He had a fantastic round a couple ago where he was able to hold the line almost individually. I think it's going to have to be the same thing here.
TP committed.
Bro, he had no idea. What the fuck?
Again, the goal on Vitality right now.
CyvOph got 2 there.
Take another. And that leaves
2v2, runner 15 HP.
No chance to deny that spike is what I would have said if we didn't switch to see the salvos. They came online.
Kicks 1 away from the running thunder after the plant.
Now safe catches.
Not even needed. Not even needed.
Deny the plant.
Please tell me we have Tamazi's death. Got insta headshot by a guy I don't think he knew was there.
Bro, I didn't hear that.
It's this, and then this. That's the kill. That's the kill.
What the fuck was that?
To where his teammate was. And gets killed for it. There's a pretty...
We see a lot of cracks in young talent when they come to this level, but
On the trap.
very
as the
few
spike.
going here, if any, for CyvOph.
Oh my
There's
god.
less opening up on the
Everyone on this
Brings it
team
back to a 4v4
is
at least. The
insane,
numbers
man.
not looking
And
too
when they are
bad.
clacky?
Cloud on
Wait.
Westside, they've got full control up in heaven.
I
The
jinxed them.
spike will be planted and it's safe up top, looking for a Zolt with one more orb, one kill, one pick. And he's in the game, but he also loses salvos
Almost.
if he
Yo,
dies.
it's in,
There's
it's
the
in.
ult online, but not for
derke time.
the pressure falls onto derke's shoulders. He's got the first kill.
Oh,
Surely
Westside,
no,
good
never
movement,
mind.
man.
Westside on low HP.
Vitality going to try and go towards the spawn. It's unorthodox.
This is, yeah,
expected.
not something you see every day, man.
Anyone other than Westside, who's probably the exact man you'd want in this sort of
Westside
position. First shot,
is looking good,
easy
man.
does it, looking for a little more, won't find it.
Go on,
With the paranoia through and players completely split.
man.
40 seconds
Kicks
left now for them to
and
try and
safe.
find
Have ult.
They've
Okay,
gotta
playing
win
safe.
Two 2v2s essentially. No matter where they go, there's bodies waiting for them. Time is against them.
30 seconds left.
Oh, just now they've managed to find an isolated fight with the utility that was being lined up. The salvos avoided in the site being taken. Cloud stomps his way in. They heard him surely move towards the site, but do they expect the close corner? No, they don't.
Loki, I couldn't
It's
set
an
the crosshair.
easy
What?
pick, But Kix gets his third. The plant will be the end of him surely.
Code,
They're waiting for it.
code.
No, he gets the spike down. I was waiting for Tamazi to round the corner. Now Kix is waiting for exactly that. They're lined up, but the first is his. The fourth of the round and the ace on the cards. It's only Purpo. A tough game so far. Fake TP out his steps, give him away, and Kix is posted on the angle. He only catches the shoulder. The Rolling Thunder, though, still
Stun.
online, will buy him all the time he needs. He's seen the ankle, and he'll rip his shoulder off.
Yo, Kicks, you're a fucking legend, kid.
But Vitality
Holy
miles
shit.
into the lead.
It look
Oh,
easy
he took
for him.
11 rounds
It look
first.
easy for him, bro.
The first
What
piece
the
of
fuck
phase
was
one
that?
To the board. I think there'd be quite a lot of people.
That was
who
insane,
bet
man.
Vitality
It was
won,
another
but I don't
5v3, man, that
know
they
if
lost.
necessarily bet that it would be Kicks, but this is the problem. Like, again, I feel like there've been moments, plenty of moments, where you'd look at this game and go, okay,
Perfection. This is perfection.
They're in it.
Perfection.
competitive. They're fighting for these rounds.
The door is shut firmly in his face. 5v4 to start with, and Purpo.
Okay.
He's looking to do exactly
West side
the
still
same
on
as
fire.
they've done to them. Go in for that aggressive
Must
TP.
be for Jax here,
Control over the site,
but
and
even
Cam
with the
follows
pistol,
suit.
man.
He's been spotted. Cam up above.
I just don't see
reveals
how.
It's just firing into the dark, and that flash was perfect. CyvOph, though, manages to at least find two. It's doable. It's difficult.
Yo, I like this guy so far. Less
Towards
alone on the A
with
side.
this extra element of control, they'll be
Okay,
brave
Derke is here
enough
to help.
take on this setup, take on this man already being caught by a trap. They know he
Dude, you have the spike, bro.
smells the blood.
Stop shooting there. Go plan.
Calls in for Derke to help him out.
Your running is crazy.
Up though, now it's being spotted. Runner, you better get running.
Yeah.
Takes him down.
You dropped the spike.
Is there as a result? It's Westside trying to cleave back some element of.
Oh, they're gonna win
control.
this?
As
If they win this round, there's hope for Jax.
They'll get a plant out of this and a man advantage.
30
Kicks so
seconds
desperately
left.
low.
Spike
Yeah,
planted.
but he's a dangerous man. Dangerous man.
But that element has completely gone. And
Yo,
another
Westside
triple kill for Westside. I feel
scaring
like he
Jax right
almost
now.
has as many.
This is a big deal that GX with 50.
Bro, time.
We gotta make it to the site. They've got delay utility. You've got to run through a Cypher setup. You've got a player pushed in on
Derke.
8 seconds left. This is outrageous.
No time. What are they doing?
When it came to timing, but the blatant disregard for the clock at the top of their screen. They'll get their kills. But Vitality won that with pistols, and they didn't even have to use them for the most part.
The West side pretty much pre-fired him, so
Oh, didn't
I don't
save
think
that, I
they're going
think.
to be caught off by too many of these shenanigans. Stun through, I like it. Good opportunity, even with the salvo. That's wonderful. Fantastic opener onto
Yoru is broken, man.
Really working with the squad with that supportive utility past the salvos. They'll go pop flash into the back of the site, and even throwing out that tail ultimate, which could cause some issues for Cloud. He's been caught.
Down B.
Now Safe might meet the same fate. Never mind, it's a big play on backside. A shutdown from C.
Yo, this guy is farming down.
Haven't got the ground they need just yet to commit. Pick has to be found. Derke uses his flash just to slow down the game a little bit. Same thing from Kicks. They know bleeding the clock is the main
Okay, Purple, let's go, man.
Purple,
You're good, man.
huge. If those players
I
are
can play
still
better.
alive at this stage, the round is under a lot of threat. But instead, a 5v2. What should be an easy cleanup from this point forward.
Yeah,
In
they're
fact,
saving nobody.
Shutting him out of the game is something teams rarely are able to do, but they have been able to do it. And you look at what they're doing with all their utility here. They are making it very difficult for players to make a play.
Online here for the side of Vitality. Breach putting in the Rolling Thunder, but they're inside the smoke with a shorty in hand. Purple, it's nasty, but the shot doesn't land. And now Vitality flood in through the gates, left wide open by that pick. Oh, Runner's even
I don't understand. A lot of times on this game, GX has a bigger advantage and Vitality wins the round.
Struggles here, and it seems
This is,
like
wait, man,
GX were
it's
hot
12 to
on the
9,
heels,
but
now
this game is
they've landed all
actually
the way at the finish
could be won by
line.
GX,
Just
bro.
one more step,
There was a chance for
and they
them
can
here,
move on to
but they try it so many times.
Big Rolling Thunder. Even though it
Props to
needed
Vitality too, you know.
to be preceded by another stun, it definitely helped them out with clearing out the back of the site. And that's the rounds that we've seen them win. I think other than the one where we saw the GX run out of time, it was...
This transition is
that
insane.
Armageddon on the back of the site to force
My
the
point, man, my point.
good
Okay,
rounds. I
let's
think
go.
Vitality have done that. They've been
Looks
able
like a
to
fast
take,
player.
some fairly comfortable rounds.
Derke with a mission on Drifter, sim for Purple.
Looking at one, and they are slightly favored when it comes to that ultimate economy. I say slightly, but there we go already.
Man, Purple's 5 HP now.
Damage. Purple left within inches of his life. Well, eventually the job just gets
was nice,
done.
that was
Same
nice.
Less combining. As Runner and Cloud are left to try and pick up what is a shattered vase of a round.
Now, if I see Westside still alive here, I'll give him 50-50
Oh
odds.
my god.
GX, well, Cloud tagged up, Cloud dealt with. In fact, it's all
Runner against his own team.
They had a huge lead. They stumbled,
1v4.
but they didn't trip and fall. Right back onto their feet. Runner has managed to slip up behind them. He's got 2 kills lined up in front of him, and he'll connect.
Can you imagine?
Nicely, but still, another 2
Doesn't have the
to go.
spike.
The spike to be retrieved, and utility to fight
Smoke
through.
here now.
Has
Good luck,
everything.
bro.
With 35 seconds on the clock.
Paranoia
there's
for
still
CyvOph.
Paranoia on CyvOph, and no doubt the fault line to come through soon for Kicks. Runner, he has his work
30
cut out
seconds
for him.
left.
Any of these closer angles.
Bro.
20 seconds left to try and make some sort of move, make some sort of play, and they're playing on
Yeah, they're playing good here.
elevated angle. Both players in the corner, but the paranoia is going to make things awkward. The reposition might make it difficult for him to take these.
GG, my friends. GG, well played. Yo, good first game by this kid, man.
They get it spot on.
A wonderful display from Vitality here on map 1, commanding the first half, but a bit more of a battle in the second. Really going towards.
Here we go. Derke once again on Yoru, man.
A lot of impact. The question of whose comp is better, well, we can try and answer it here all we like. It'll be answered here on the server. GX already pushing up, and while Runner, she'll run no more.
He's so clean, man.
And they do say walk, don't run. Whoever listened to that. Cloud's done well. Westside also hiding within. Utility wasn't expected, but it doesn't matter. The kill will be found anyway. Cloud back on that fade.
True flanking.
Spike planted.
And their performance versus KC, he had one hell of an individual showing. There's definitely a map and an agent that he feels incredibly comfortable on, so definitely a player to highlight. In this scenario though, a lot of delay. Vitality using that utility fairly early in that brawl, and after clearing out towards the defender side, this now becomes
good aftershock.
Awkward retake. Aftershock used. Kick gonna
Well
follow
played,
back
Kicks.
second as well. And now the man highlighted. Cloud try and face versus 2. Only knows where one of the players is. Has to try and work out where derke
Kicks is insane, man.
Kicks with another multi-frag.
Decent buy coming into this as well. I mean, they're not pulling any punches when it comes to
this
these
is good
individual
for
fights.
derke.
derke is looking for a duel and runner.
Oh, bro, he has no idea.
Give it to him with the jump
Smart,
spot.
smart.
How has he snuck up that close? Pixel perfect timing. And
That's
they
a
get
good
whole
thing to
side
learn,
as
man.
a result. He's going. He's still going. He's almost caught another player off guard. In fact, I think he did, but Westside reacted.
I thought he had that.
Just about quick enough. Especially when you look at the level of this bonus right now. It becomes quite awkward and what. Fantastic utility.
This is a terrible start for Jax, man.
By the seas, it doesn't matter. X is going to win that fight. Does he escape? Just about. Is able to hold the line and hold on to his
Man,
life.
if they go here and lose the 3 weapons, they'll be fucked.
If you're pushing into that vice setup, that's one of your best chances to stop that push, to punish them for the aggression they're going
Oh
for.
man, look at the
Last round,
utility.
this
This is
one,
beautiful, man.
different. At least he's not surprised quite so much, but the utility
Purpose here
going his
alone.
way, it locks him into a lost
stun.
scenario. Purple might just be in the same spot. He's being revealed now.
This is a masterclass, man.
Vitality are checking all of the boxes, and
Well, they come into this with a Dimensional Drift and a Rolling Thunder. It's Runner who's going to get spotted immediately. So much utility put in. They've got to try and escape the salvos. But, okay.
What?
A
What?
cover
Prove it,
deploy.
Ray.
The fact they've traded 2 for 2 with multiple ultimates
Cloud has
is not
ult.
too bad.
yeah, that is genuinely a miracle in this scenario. They also isolated the spike on GX's side, but CyvOph has the ultimate.
GX, gotta win this round, man.
Over on that A site and emerge into a free plant. derke picking them off as they rotate back in to fill this gray space.
Not looking like they will.
Know where the Vitality players have
Can
got
break their economy once again, man.
And in finding that information, they found themselves down to a 2v3. Good damage dealt though. The ultimate coming in from Cloud, the reposition.
You gotta believe, you gotta go.
Meet up with Runner, and they'll approach this
What?
together. A deadly duo, already picking
What?
the second, and a little more.
he
They
blind
will
himself
right
there?
Up top. They don't know where Les is. They haven't revealed him. It gives him a chance to jump. Good for one, but
Cloud, man.
it's GIANTX.
They actually won that.
At last.
Beneath.
Man, the timing on the Vice Flash on the last round was crazy. I don't think derke blinded himself.
Immediately dead within 3 seconds.
And there was a point where I'm thinking maybe the op could change things for GX, having that aggressive C hold, for example, or the early info in A. In fact, it's the other way around. Vitality stumble once and say, all right, back to the drawing board. Let's bring out the big guns. As he's in trouble, those salvos are hunting him, and Kicks was on his back.
And man, they got still guarding on Runner.
As well, you can just see the utility flying at these players before the bullets come.
Good shot.
And not-
West side, man, looking clean.
It's not
Got the Viper's
made it a
pet.
win it-
This is big.
Easily winnable scenario, but it's brought it back to the realm of possibility. That is a crazy play from Cloud. He's alone. He opens the door, puts out a seeker, and his life is quickly ended.
I'll also say it's a little bit crazy from CyvOph as well, just to run through the door and
Yeah.
just fight him,
Yeah.
but, you know,
And this
swings around.
will break
It's like-
Jack's economy once again, man.
He heard the prowler at least, and the one
West side.
trades not what you want in this.
I'm telling you,
scenario.
man.
It's all onto West side.
Runner was hoping he'd find just a single player.
Nice read.
Instead,
30
nothing, yeah.
Can he do it? Can he do it? He can win this.
Maybe get a 1v1, that's the first.
derke has an
25
up.
seconds. It is versus derke and Safe, which does seem like almost an impossibility, but Westside has been playing a great game.
Yeah, he got an up.
Is still one man and a sheriff versus, well, I was going to say the entire team. There is still less in the spawn, but realistically, yeah, that's kind of what was expected. CyvOph actually taking the role of
30 seconds left.
He's an entry now, yeah.
a few of these rounds, just TPing it.
Yo, Mako on Bangkok was doing some crazy entries on.
It's been working.
This is side,
Makes
man.
sense as well. Once derke picks up that
This kid is
operator,
playing good.
You're going to need someone else to bypass that utility and take the deeper fights. CyvOph!
Ace, Ace! No! Fuck you, Safe! Fuck you, bro! Yo, man, this kid is actually insane, no?
I can see him laughing.
Oh, man, Safe is an asshole, dude.
That was a chance for a debut ace. You know, there's not many people who've done that.
Yeah,
Maybe
man.
Someone who springs to mind, first round. But Yeah, he's
Killua did it. Killua did it. My boy is insane, bro. That kid is a fucking legend already.
like, that is someone.
Go Clem! Go Clem! Go Clem!
You stole his ace, bro.
The ace, bro!
Ah, look at that. 7-1. I even forgot about that. Fuck. I don't want to talk about football. This shit is driving me insane now. Who watched the game yesterday? I did it. I was having a great day until I watched that shit.
The game.
Fucking worst game of
And it was
second worst game I ever saw, man. Second worst.
for one round, and then it's like, oh, no,
First, you know
and it's
what I'm
gone
talking
again.
about.
It's like
This
he was,
fucking 7-1, bro.
holding
Fuck
back
this
for a
shit.
second. Past the utility goes. Steel Garden thrown in to take away the weaponry. I'll tell you whose weaponry it hasn't taken. derke's. And by the way, I don't know if he tried to sell the steps as a fake, but he's just sat in their spawn.
30
Runner
seconds.
is
Yo, Dorival, bye-bye, bro. Bye-bye, bro.
holding them back for a second, but he's got to be careful because they're looking.
Actually, I want him to stay because otherwise I'm afraid they're gonna get my boy Felipe Luis from Flamengo, man.
Oh, derke on 3. No ace to be had, but he is looking for that 4th.
It's coming towards him as well.
1v1?
Tamazi.
Actually, 1v2,
Just a
1v2.
lamb one on the
And
chin,
tripping.
but a few more for the knockout blow, and it's, we could call it a Pipson. You can call many things a Pipson. We'll end that
Man,
conversation there. 9-1.
what CS player
GX.
would you like to see in Valorant, man?
Going well, it's already been overrun, and as we discussed,
I would like to
there's
see
a
Simple.
post-run
Probably
Viper
my favorite would be Simple.
for Vitality to use. Looks like it's going to be put online any moment now.
I think he's waiting to see how many.
Yeah,
people
Zayu
Derke
too, bro.
can kill
Zayu, that guy
before
is
getting to that point. They're already on the
fucking
diffuser.
legend, man.
I thought
Oh,
they
Zivo.
to half, but nope.
Who needs Zayu when you have this guy?
Another
Who needs Zayu, bro?
In fact, he is running it down. Wants a little bit more. Will find his doom, but I think the job has
Bro,
already been done.
thank
Less
you,
Runner.
wanted.
I was gonna say could be under their control, but Runner is still here.
Oh my god.
Spam does a lot of damage. But they're still gonna take control. In fact, he goes running in. He's running
Jesus
in
Christ.
through the utility.
Jesus Christ. Calm down, Vitality. They have families, bro.
There were more than one player here. Safe. Spotted both in theory. Never mind. Huge from Purpo. Showstopper out for an
Ace, ace for purple. Yo, that's the purple I wanna see. That's the purple I wanna see. Let's fucking go, bro.
And boy, did he find them.
Oh yeah.
Oh
well,
my
I don't know if
God.
He's back, but Purpo certainly is. 2 rounds
What's
on
that?
the board
I don't know.
for GX. It's
the half spread?
a little below the bare minimum normally, but maybe they can make it work. After all, this is their
Beautiful,
home.
beautiful.
This is their map pick. And they're gonna have to defend.
This is their map pick. This is crazy.
Vitality would have changed up their comp to have this almost comfort. Well, they weren't ready for it. Stun, salvo, a lovely combination. You look at the
Yeah, man, this is
scenario
GG.
on the other side, and it was the player in that position.
This is so
completely
over.
screwed. Instead, they
The
come
new
out with a 3-player advantage.
Super team.
I
The new
feel
Vitality
like the
super
comps
team
and
now.
just how they're
Sivu,
set up
greatly
together
built, man.
is just on a completely
Actually
different
played
level.
amazing.
I'm such a huge fan of Vice, but seeing Vitality use this meta comp is unbelievable. The strength is off the charts.
Jax, man, they could have taken
Maybe I
the
wouldn't
first
change
map,
a single thing
low-key.
about it.
They throw a little bit too much.
Not to see Vice. She's the new.
But here
one.
on Lotus, their map pick, they got destroyed, man.
Bye.
Ay, 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 ay. He thought about knifing, bro.
Okay.
I respect that,
Derke
Derek. I respect that.
He was,
What's the
hoping
sense?
for, he was hoping for both the players, but instead gets absolutely nothing.
He wanted the knife, I think.
Les is not moving. Like, this is not a guy that you're going to bait into silly fights, he says, wondering if he'll get baited into a silly fight.
Yeah,
But
man. Yo, Laz is
saying
just
Derke
great, bro.
won't die. Nonetheless,
One of the best players in the world.
themselves the plant. The thing is, though, again, Les playing this one safe. The rest of the team going to wrap around to join up with him, all coming from similar positions. Angles can be cleared with those salvos as well. They also have the stun ready and set. It's going to have to be big from the remaining players of GX.
Bring them down.
Well, it looks
Kicks
like
and
they're not
Silver are
starting with
low.
landmines, right? The game of battleships that we start with doesn't go their way. Vitalities, that is. But now they've come through.
Good luck
The
now, bro.
head-to-head fights dropped one. Tamazi.
Go to pay me.
The element of surprise. Here's all the steps. There's a chance. And now, well,
Sivu.
he's on
Yo,
the
this
road
kid,
now.
man.
That is
Well
where
fucking done.
this pistol checks.
Man, I ain't
Fully
tripping.
checks it, but it's
Or
not
this
enough.
kid
Look,
reminds
good
of
individual
Swag,
player.
bro.
Lots of them on GX. We highlight
Who knows
them all
Swag?
in the game.
The legendary CS player.
They had to-
The first
in here,
ever
we go for 10
Pro
strikes.
player of Valorant.
You're insane. But this
I don't
means
know, man.
they
There's something
on
about him
GX
that reminds me of Swag.
Need to win.
Just
this.
me?
They've lost Viper off rip.
We're done here.
Trade. That's a Bulldog on the ground. The thing is, it does seem like their opponents have bought accordingly. One pistol, and then there's Bulldogs on the rest. And I'm trying to keep this one as safe as possible. Derke catches himself a little bit, but he catches the whole of the opposing side, just looking for these aggressive positions, getting pulled in
Last player standing.
by
Man,
utility by
GX.
and while
getting destroyed like this on your map pick. It's not a good start of the season, man. Of the stage.
12 and 2, the force by
Map
fails.
and series point.
When Vitality did this on the attack, derke walked through, broke the wall, made it all the way up to heaven, TP back. There's no pressure.
Oh, he's alive! Les! What?
Okay. Every time. Les
It took a
picks
boom.
up and he's out. It's a 4 versus 3.
12-6
and
for
like you
Les.
said, not even GX players getting the trade.
Yeah, CyvOph was completely blind standing in the open. And while he's just can't see anything, is dazed and disoriented, Les kills the 2 people trying to finish him off.
West
Nice
side.
from West side,
Man,
though. Might not
best
be
player for Jack
necessarily
today,
wanted an
definitely
outlaw
West side,
or-
man.
And that's where it's gonna
If it wasn't for him on the
Not
first map,
interested
I think
at
he would have
all.
get destroyed
That
too,
hurt you,
actually.
Mitch?
A little bit. And then when
It was
I really
insane,
think
man.
about it a lot, but I'm gonna swallow that and move on with the round. And for safe, well, 50 seconds on the clock, and he hears noise and gets kills with a salvo.
Okay.
Vitality on
Calm
both
down.
sides have gotten an astounding
West side's
amount
on
of
fire.
kills with that
2v2.
salvo. Usually off the breach stun as well being there. It's so difficult to deal with. But GX have managed to bring this back to a 2v2. The spike still has to cross. They still need the plant, and there's only 30 seconds on the clock. A full belt
30
of utility
seconds
for
left.
Kicks, and Les is slowly ticking all the boxes, making sure these players haven't gone for a sneaky play. Beautiful.
GG. Yo, Les, I love you, bro.
Third
You're amazing,
round
legend.
Vitality, and we said we hope to see
Leave a like and subscribe, my friends.
second half of
Today, we got one more game.
but we saw a half-won Vitality all the way through.